From dating to relationships, from sex to love, from Christianity to politics, from darkness to light, you have now entered into the real zone. Welcome to Conversations with Trent, where no topic of conversation is safe from discussion. Now, here he is, Mr. Epic himself, Trent Williams.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome to the first episode of the new year. Conversation with Trent and friends featuring the lovely nutritious coach, Cathrine. We got a good one here this morning. We're talking about why New Year's resolutions often fail. Let's get to it. Let's get Cathrine in here. Hello to France. Good morning to the States. Good morning to the States. Good afternoon. Midi to France. Let's get Cathrine in 1 second.
Hi, good morning. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Let's see here. There we go. Good morning. Hello? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Good morning. Are you there? We got some technical difficulties here. 1 second. Can you hear me? I heard you, and then you went away. Still can't hear you. 1 second. You're muted. Your microphone is muted.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason your microphone was muted on your end.
Yeah, but we should be doing this before we get online. I'm sorry.
Cathrine, I can't. That's not my issue. That's your issue.
Okay.
Your microphone was muted on your end.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm okay. I was quite okay. But, well, this is live. That's the way it goes.
It's live streaming, but
Yeah.
I can't control your mute button from
Notice that we are supposed to do this before we go online. Like, we are supposed to check if material is working. Now we're online. It's not necessary to do this online.
That's not my issue, Cathrine. I didn't.
Okay. Can we do this?
Yes, let's go.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
Good. What's going on? How are you?
I'm good. I was good.
Good.
Yeah. I have to catch up with that. Yeah.
Good.
All right. Okay. Today we are talking about New Year's resolutions and why they fail.
Okay. Let's go. And why did you come up with this topic? Because there's a new year?
Definitely, yes. Because it's New Year. And I also think it's because I have been there before. Like, you try to make new resolutions, you try to set new goals, and by the end of few weeks, you're no longer following them. And so I had to find out what was the problem. Why couldn't I? And I eventually found I wasn't the only one. There are a lot of people who quit their resolutions as early as the year begins.
Right.
Yeah.
You know the interesting about resolutions, they say that and actually it's been written, they call the second Friday into New Year quitters.
The quitter days, yeah. Quitters Day. Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of people just quit. Like it's hard to change. Change is hard. Yeah. So yeah, around the year, there are a lot of people who want to change. We always want to become better than we were last year. Like we
Right.
always hope the new year is bringing kind of magic. Like everything all of a sudden is going to be better than it was last year. And we have this anticipation. We are excited. And yeah, people just try to make new goals. But
Right.
however, and did you know there are about 9% of people who keep their goals up to 2 years? 9%. About 23 quit within the first week. 63%. 23%. And as you said, the second Friday, that means next Friday, it will be Quitters Day because a lot of people will have quit their resolutions.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So the question is, why do we keep on abandoning these new goals? And by the way, study shows that most resolutions are healthy related. So most people want to exercise more, eat healthier, and lose weight. So why do these goals fail is because it's not because we are lazy or we are lacking discipline, as some people would say it. It's because of the way our body and brain works. We try
Right.
to bring change, but we don't change the way we think, the way we see things, the way we behave towards new change. So I have gathered 9 reasons why New Year resolutions fail. And one of them is we set goals for our best days, not the real life. So imagine, like, how do you set your goals? You say, I want to eat healthier. And so maybe the following few days, you start eating healthy, right?
Right.
Or you say, I want to do exercises. I want to go and do sport. But in this novelty of the year, because everyone looks excited, everyone is happy, we are not in the business, we tend to think life is going to be perfect, that the way life is going to be. And so we take these resolutions with our best days in mind instead of the real life. So when you think during the weekend, the holidays, kids are well behaving, you're not sick, you have time, but when the life catches up with you, you don't have time anymore. You have to go back to
Right.
work. Kids are running all over. They're no longer behaving the way they were doing before, and so the brain start feeling this as stress. And when the brain is stressed, it goes back to the default mode, the behaviors that you have been used to do, the habits. That's why people will eat healthy within a few days. And when the busy days comes or when the illness comes, they go back to the habitual ways.
Right.
So that's one that was setting the goals on our best days instead of the real life. The next setting goals is setting goals based on our motivations. We are very motivated when we are setting goals, but motivation is short-lived. It doesn't last long. So motivation is driven by dopamine, a brain chemical where it's linked to excitement, reward, and anticipation. When dopamine is high, which is the case during the vacations and the end of the year vacations and holiday New Year, we think that it's going to last. So we take new resolutions, we make new goals, we make new plans. But as the new year novelty quits, the dopamine also falls down, and so is the motivation. The motivation drops. And actually, research shows that dopamine is far better at initiating a behavior than sustaining it. So long-term behavior rely more on routines and environmental cues than the motivation. Okay. The other one is willpower. We're all thinking, yeah, I have the power to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to run for for hours. I'm going to kick those what do you call those things? Those boxes when you're doing want to do boxing. But willpower as well doesn't last. It's just like motivation. It's there for a short time, and especially if you have a lot of things that you have told yourself you're going to do, if you plan to change a lot, the more changes that you want to have, the brain becomes confused and it's not going to implement that change. So if you really want to have a good change, a good goal, is to have few goals. It's easier to track and you're not confusing your brain. So far, so good.
So far, so good. I did a show on resolution, but right before the new year, maybe a week and a half before, and I've never actually believed in making a New Year's resolution. I'm
Mhm.
like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna pronounce it. I'm not gonna announce it or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm wired a little different. I don't go around saying, well, you know what, I'm gonna do this and right after the new year. If you're actually gonna do something, you're gonna do it. I don't care if it's in July. You'll start in July and continue it on throughout the new
Uh,
year into
it
the new
all it all depends with people. I think a lot of people think New Year is an opportunity to start afresh. It's just like the way we go on Monday. Like everyone knows Monday is not the day to. It's
But
a
what my thing is, and even with Monday, I really don't. It's known that everybody, the whole Monday is so bad. It's
yeah,
all a mind. It's a mindset thing. Why? It's a mindset thing. Monday is just like a regular day of the week, like a Friday or Tuesday or Wednesday. Why does
yeah.
Monday have to be so bad?
Do you know what makes life so happy, so delicious? Is the things that we share among ourselves. You know that Monday is just another day, but if you feel Monday is not good, and I feel Monday is not good, then we make that as a thread. Monday is not a good day to
Exactly.
go to school. But it's because it's a shared thing. I mean, we all celebrating on Friday. Hey, it's Friday. My daughter comes in and says, "It's Friday. I don't have school tomorrow." It's like everyone else is like, I am free. Who
Right.
likes doing stuff? No one wants to go to work every day. And so, unless you're doing your job that you really like, and
Right.
even so, there is a time that you really want a break, and that break is just 2 days. So yeah, it's just the way
Yeah.
when we are going for vacations, like for summer break, when people are going for 2 months, it's like, oh, it's an excitement. And it's
Right.
just, yeah, the new year is that thing. Like, and what is funny, what's I think exciting is because we are millions, I mean, billions to start the same thing this at the same time. Okay,
Uh,
not everyone has the same calendar as the first of 2026, but
right.
New Year is, it's something that is involving billions of people, and so people feel like you're in the community, like you are in the world. You're without the rest of the world. You're doing something new. Okay?
Uh,
That that's
I
what that's what I would say. That's what I would say.
uh, I get it. I get it. I get it. But if you're
Yeah.
gonna make a commitment to yourself, my suggestion would be go ahead, just make the commitment. Don't wait until and normally the New Year's resolutions start getting heavier the closer you get to that new year.
Uh-huh.
Right before Christmas, I'm gonna make this resolution. I'm gonna go to the gym. I've seen it for years. The gym gets so packed,
Yeah.
the first week,
Yeah.
and I know
Yeah.
exactly who's gonna fall off. I said, I'm not gonna see that guy for another year and a half, maybe 2 years. He won't be here tomorrow. He won't be here next week. I mean,
And
it's
that's
good,
that's why we are treating this. Why do these resolutions fall? Why do
right?
they fail? It's because one, sorry, we plan them the wrong time, the wrong way, and so here it's a way of looking at things like let's look differently. instead of just going, I'm feeling good, everyone is going to do this, and I can do this. It's good to believe that you can do something.
Right.
But it's also to consider that there are roadblocks, and what can you do when those things happen. Okay. So the number 4 is we set goals for our future self. So my future self is perfect. She's the heroine. She does everything. However, the person who is going to do those goals, the resolution, is still me, the old me with my old beliefs. And so if my old beliefs are not aligning with my new future self, I'm going to fail because I'm working from a point of limitations. So when we are making new resolutions, we need to consider what are our limiting beliefs, what are the old habits that we have been doing over and over again that are going to limit us from accomplishing what we want to become. Okay. Right. So for example, if you are like the kind of I want to start doing sports. Exercise is good. You hear everywhere. You need to, for longevity, for healing, for having a good life, you need to do sports. But for you, maybe sports means something different. Maybe it's something you attach a negative thing about with sports. Right. And that limiting belief is going to affect the future you who think that sports, I'm going to do sports. Okay. You want to lose weight, but for you, maybe losing weight means something negative. So you have to look, what are your limiting beliefs? What are the old patterns that you have brought with you this far, and help yourself to change fast those limiting beliefs. Okay. Number 5, lack of baseline. A baseline is the minimum version of habit that you can maintain even on hard days. Mm-hmm. So you wake up, it's January 1st. Okay, I don't think anyone goes to do anything on January 1st. We are feasting. No. So the second January that you're going to do sports, you have paid for the sports, you're going to the gym. You go to the gym maybe for 2-3 hours. Then you get back home, sore muscles for 3-4 days. And what do you say? Sports are hard. They are painful. You get off.
you start to talk yourself out of it.
Yeah, but if you took the baseline, is you say, okay, I haven't done sport for X, Y, Z years. What am I going to do? I'm just going to do maybe just do with sit-ups for 5 minutes. Okay, you do something small or short instead of looking for a big thing like. Right. What can you do even in the hardest time? Like you don't have time, you're feeling weak, you're so tired. What is that minimal thing that you can do? You can jump, maybe you can sit up, you can run up the stairs instead of just thinking that every sport or exercise can be done in the gym. Okay, like if you want to implement healthy habits, instead of going to the shopping center and buying bucket full of vegetables and fruits, and you normally don't like vegetables, you start by, okay, I'm going to add a vegetable, or I'm going to make one meal with vegetables a day instead of every day I'm going to eat vegetables. Because if you just change radically, you're not going to sustain that change. So you need to do the minimum effort that it can take you. So implementing small things that no matter what comes, you can still sustain that habit. I hope that makes clear.
Yeah, it's good. Very clear, very clear. But okay. When we talk about resolutions, man, that's really some inside work that needs to be done. If, like, in normal cases, well, people like to speak it out loud. Maybe people who have trouble with resolutions should keep it to themselves.
I think you're gonna get surprised, because it's one of the things that helps people to work. Accountability. When you're
Yeah.
telling people, we're going to look at that as we go ahead.
Right.
So number 6, perfectionism. There are people, it's either or not.
Right.
So they wait for the best plan. They wait for them to be perfect to do something.
Right.
However, perfectionism is one of the biggest blockers to change because it creates stress, anxiety, and guilt. And when you're in that situation of stress, your brain just go back to the default. It can't progress. So stop looking for perfection, but do small things that are going to help you, no matter how imperfectly they are.
Right.
It's better to do something that is imperfect than just to wait for that big thing to happen, then it is going to take time. Self-judgment. This makes change hard. When people do things and then they fail, instead of looking at what made them fail, they accuse themselves. Oh, I'm weak. I'm not disciplined. What's wrong with me? And that alone will create anxiety and will not let the brain proceed. You feel you're in a stress mode. So you go back to the old habits. So even with a good plan, you will have those missed days. You're going to have a sleeping. You're going to drift. It's not a matter of can it happen? It's going to happen. But the question is, what story do you tell yourself?
Right.
Yep. The other one is number 8 is lack of strong why. Most of the resolutions are made on a service level. I want to be healthier. I want to lose weight. I want to practice. I want to do meditation. I want to do, I will start journaling. But the question would be, why? Why do you want that? A deep why, emotional reasoning, will help you to go on even when the motivation has gone down. So, what I have tendency to say is your why should be bigger than the pain that you're going through, and that is in another setting. But your why should be focusing into the future you're becoming. It's a long-term goal. So,
Right.
you want to lose weight. Why? Because you have some kilos, but you can lose those kilos within 2 weeks. So what is going to happen after? You attend your goal. You go back to who
Right.
you are. You go back to who you are.
Right.
You get it? So it's like you want to lose weight. Why? Because it makes me feel XYZ, feeling blanket. So what do you feel now with this weight? And what is going to happen if you lose weight? What is going to happen if you don't lose weight? You consider all those things. So your why should be based on a long term. The
Right.
effect and the impact that if you don't take action, what is going to happen, and what is going to happen if you take action. For example, I take smoothies every day. I haven't been taking that for 2 weeks. My blender broke down, which I'm suffering.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. So I normally take a smoothie every day. Okay. Why? It's not because it has nutrients, but because I don't want to have constipation like I used to have before. I don't want to have pain. I don't want to wake up in
Right.
pain. So I know if I don't do it, what is going to happen? My why. Okay, having a long
Yeah.
why. What is going to cost you if you don't do? Okay.
I get it. I get it. I
Getting a
get it.
surprise there.
Nah. I mean, I talk every year. I talk about these. I say, why do people make these resolutions
Yeah.
and fall off the bandwagon? They fall off and act literally bandwagon. Because
Mhm.
most people out here doing it, and more than half normally stop.
Now, trend. Let's imagine this scenario. You go to a doctor, you have XYZ chronic disease or painful or whatever,
Right.
you have a health issue. The doctor tells you, you should stop eating whatever you're eating, you start eating healthier. The doctor says, consider doing sports. So, what are you going to do yourself? You're going to start doing sports, but you don't
Right.
know why you're doing sports. You were told to do sports. You are told you're supposed to eat healthier, but nothing is fundamentally told or explained why. Why
Right.
is the life that you're leading now is making you be who you are now, or what is making you suffer? Okay, and that's why, for example, we say people don't change till the pain is strong enough.
Right.
Okay,
I can agree
sometimes,
with that.
and sometimes it's just too late because some damage has occurred. So it's because we don't have that why. If we could teach everyone, like, don't wait till you have XYZ kilos for you to start eating healthy or for you to do sports,
Right.
because when you get there, it will be much harder for you. When we don't tell people, stop eating this highly processed food because XYZ, because, sorry, it's not XYZ. It's because if you continue this way, yeah, your cells, I mean, you eat, you're what you become, and you're not feeding yourself the way they're supposed to be fed to sustain a good health.
Right.
Okay. And look, again, people look at it like, I've been eating this way for a decade, 20 years. I have always been eating this way. Nothing's wrong happening inside me. So how can you convince someone that way unless they find themselves where they need to take these goals to improve their lives?
Right.
So it's not that
Okay.
people don't do, it's sometimes they don't have the reason why they should do it.
And this is where communication comes in with your physician. If your physician's telling you to do something,
Mhm.
you know, advising you to do something,
Yeah.
this is where you engage your physician. I tell
Now
my
they,
brother that all the time. Like, you need to engage this guy because you need to know, you need to have a clear understanding of why you're doing the things he's telling you to do, the things you need to do. Just
for sure.
engage him and have a conversation with him. It's your body.
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree with you. But then we have to go and find those doctors who have time today. Today, it's like the doctor
Yeah,
has about 20 minutes just to see you.
exactly. Yeah.
And 20 minutes. Have you ever even gone to a doctor and you feel like you're disturbing? Like,
Yeah. My primary doctor, I slow him down. Like,
yeah,
he literally comes in, he's rush, 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 rush. No,
yeah,
we're not
yeah,
about to do that. Hold on a second.
yeah.
We need to talk. If I'm doing an annual, we need to talk about, blood work. We need to talk
Mm,
about these things. This
yeah,
is why you have to engage these people
yeah,
because they're
yeah.
high paced. Today in today's climate, everything is rush, rush, rush.
It's a rushing,
Hey,
and
come on.
yeah,
I
the
get
doctors they seem irritated by the questions you're asking. It's like, oh, like, can we finish this and
exactly.
get going? Yeah,
I give an example, like when he's going through the rigmarole of, shots and all this stuff. Now we need to talk about the side effects to the shot that's just suggesting, because he is known. Like, I've had my primary doctor for years, and he knows that I won't take a flu shot or anything like that. I don't do
mm,
it. That-
mm,
That's that's not my thing. So we could mark that one off. That's done. We're not doing that. So it's like, well, I know you're not going to take the shot. Nah, because we talked about the side effects to that stuff early on. I'm not doing it. But if you just do everything he says you're going to do, do it. I'm like, nah, let's talk about it first. It's your body. This is how you
yeah,
reach your goals through pushback when we talk about as far as positions. It's your
yeah,
body. It's your health.
for
You own the
sure.
body that you're in.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And we have nothing against the physicians. You just say,
Hey,
you
it's
just
your
say.
body.
Yeah,
It's your
yeah.
body.
The
Yeah.
doctors are good. Doctors are good. They save lives.
I'm not saying anything negative about them, but again, it's
sure,
your
sure.
body.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead.
Number 9, habits take longer to form. So you might have heard it takes only 21 days to implement new behaviors. But science shows that behaviors can hold from 18 to 254 days. And the average is 66 days. So when people are quitting within the next 2 weeks, it's too short to implement any behavior. So you need to take time, small habits. Small changes, which becomes habit, but you need time. Some habits will take longer before you get to really, your brain catches up with, okay, this is what I'm becoming. And change is becoming. We need to connect the change with who are we becoming, the identity, instead of just like, I'm going to do sports. But look at, I am going to be healthier if I do sport. So I'm becoming healthier, okay? Not like I want to just eat fruits, but I am going to become healthier if I add more fruits and vegetables in my diet. So having that identity might be much better than just doing stuff without knowing what they are really impacting you as a person. And so early struggle is normal. So no one is talking here like it's easy to do things. And once again, I say change is hard. It's hard to change things. It's hard to, especially when it comes to beliefs, things that you have brought yourself up or you were raised believing this is the way things are. So questioning who you are and what you're doing so that you can get to bring the change. It takes time and it's hard. So I have almost done half of what I wanted to say. Do you have any question?
Okay. Nah, actually, when we talk about change, man, change starts with each one of us, whether it be individual goals or, just personal growth or anything like that. Everything starts within.
Yeah.
To get out, you have to go within first.
That's the point.
When I say get out, to get out of your head, you have to go within first.
For sure.
Most of the time, the issue is within the head. But go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So what I want to say is, what creates long-lasting changes? We go back to what you're just saying. You don't talk about your change, but accountability. Yeah. You can have someone who is close to you. Like I have found this way with women, especially when they want to eat healthy, but the partner is not on in the menu. So you feel you want to do something, but you're all alone in the family to do this, and that becomes hard. I had cases where someone is going to eat salad and going to eat plants, and I'm not saying it's bad. And the other person is buying meat, is buying Coca-Cola, buying highly processed foods, especially for the kids. And some people will be tough and say it's your choice, but maybe I didn't choose that. Maybe because I'm sick, that I have now to choose to eat differently. Right. I'm like the life is forcing me to eat differently. It's not like I'm choosing. I am we can say that, like when we talk about veganism is it's a choice, right? You choose not to, right? But when you get to you're sick, and the only way you can help yourself is changing your diet, that's not like a really good, your own choice, that you're not choosing like, oh, I'm not going to eat that burger anymore. You get what I'm saying?
Right. I get it.
And so when someone keep on wrapping that on your face, they're eating your pizzas when you're just, it's so hard. It's really so hard. So
Okay.
having someone who can be, you can call during the hard times. Like it's because I'm so much into nutrition that I'm just bringing food, but it can be sports. Like you want to go and do your sports, you do 2-3 days, and then you're so tired and or you don't have time anymore. But having someone who you can relate to, you can change, you can have that exchange. And that's why people hire coaches. That's why coaching is just booming. It has been booming for the last, I think, the last decade. It's because people want someone to support, someone I can call and say, hey, today I'm having a hard day. I had a client last year, and I remember there was sometimes I'm there, I'm busy with my life, and she would just call and like I can tell from her voice, and I would just say, hey, I'll tell my kids, hey, I have to go out. Now this was special because she was close to me. I mean, close by. She's close in the place where I'm living, but having that person where life is hard and you call and the person can help you go through that challenge. Okay, I'm talking about the challenges that are very hard to go through, or maybe the goals that are hard to implement. Like you do try to do something, you try to do it again and again, and like it's not coming. If you want, for example, if you're let's talk about young people. You want to be going to the library every other day, but this is a new habit. What can you do? You go with someone who has already been going to the library. When you want to do something new, you ask someone who has been doing it to help you to look at it. This is time to exchange, to talk about challenges, and also to see how you're progressing. So having the accountability.
Right.
Okay. So we go back to setting goals based on your baseline. What is the minimum effort that you can do? What's that minimum thing that you can do daily, instead of putting like you're becoming a marathonian tomorrow and you have never ran before. So what can you do? Running upstairs for 10 minutes or every day. Aiming for consistency, not perfection. So doing something every other day, don't wait for the perfection, but do it anyway. Okay?
Exactly. Yeah.
Do it anyway.
We talk about consistency, right? If you do something consistently for at least 2 weeks,
Yeah,
you're halfway there.
you're halfway there for sure. Your brain is now starting to feel like, I'll give, for example, there was a time I never used to go out. Then I started going out every morning, and during the end of the year holidays, I didn't go out, but every second I would feel I'm missing something.
Right.
And then because there is that consistency. When I started, I just went. I didn't start all over again. So doing small things will end up creating a huge impact than just waiting for the perfect day to come. So small things. Practice compassion instead of judgment. If you fail, like I didn't go out for 2 weeks. I'm not going to judge myself. I know why. I learned why I didn't do that. Okay, this was a choice that I couldn't do that. But if you fail to do something, if you are supposed to eat a healthy meal, and then all of a sudden you ran out of time and you bought pizza or whatever unhealthy food you did, you don't have to go being too harsh on yourself. It's okay, but knowing that you can pick up. You're not like, okay, I ate my pizza, so it's gone. I have to eat. I can't go on with, and especially when it comes to weight loss, people do that so often. And I did that as well. It's like the moment you do something that is not supposed to be in the plan, instead of saying, how do I lift myself up? You go down. I mean, I lost. So why bother? And instead of that,
I find when we judge ourselves and we're hard on ourselves, that's because we're comparing ourselves to others. Like if you didn't reach that goal, that weight you're trying to lose, or you didn't reach your mark or whatever you planned on doing, 9 times out of 10, you're comparing yourself to others.
For
Like if
sure.
we
For sure.
effectively stay in our own lane and focus on the task at hand that's in your lane, you'll
Yeah,
accomplish more.
you will accomplish more. Yeah, I would say that. And also, you say 9 out of 10, and one of the one that is remaining is also the self-limiting beliefs.
That's
You
right.
know, if you're brought up like you can't do anything, you can't achieve anything. So wherever you try to achieve something, and then you fail, that thing comes back. Oh, remember,
Right.
you always fail. Yeah. So
Exactly.
that working on your limiting beliefs again. The other one is reduce effort. Don't add pressure on yourself. Make habits easier. Okay, you're not supposed to complicate things. So make habits to become easier to implement. Another one is having a strong why. That's why we talked about it again. Focus on what you want to become. How do you want to feel? Celebrate. Hey, hooray!
Exactly.
But a lot of people, especially, I think it's both in nutrition, losing weight, and also sports. They always have that thing in common. What do? They have a cheat day.
That's right.
Yeah, so celebration is not cheat day. Cheat days should never exist. Your body doesn't know the difference
Exactly.
between you're busy working on something or you're cheating. You're just confusing your brain. If you tell your brain eating croissants and cookies is bad, and then you go and eat croissants and cookies when you're cheating yourself, you're celebrating. Oh, I've done this. I've lost 3
Right.
kilos. Your brain get confused, and it will start creating those cravings. So what I would say, if you really want to celebrate yourself, celebrating fast is acknowledging your efforts, acknowledging the improvements that you have achieved, and also gratitude. Thank your body for moving. Thank your brain for adjusting.
Right.
These things are not robots. Thank you yourself. And so celebrate with something that is going to reinforce your progress. I mean, if you go run for 1 week because you want to lose weight, and then because you want to celebrate, you go eat unhealthy, that's an unhealthy habit that is not reinforcing your progress. It can
Right.
only draw you back. So yeah, celebrating yourself. I would say go to a movie or buy yourself a book or buy yourself a new dress. It's going to help you feel better than going to eat food just because you feel you need to cheat. There's no cheating.
You know how I keep myself going within this recovery? I've always celebrated my milestones. I still have
Sure.
the goal in sight, but each milestone,
Yeah,
if I'm taking that step and better, and I'm lifting that left leg a little better today, that's a milestone for me.
for sure.
And that keeps me going. That keeps me continuously going, continuously working out. Or like when you suggested, hey, go further down into the code depth.
Yeah.
So I celebrate each step, all the way from the ankles to the knees to the hips, midway chest, all the way to the neck, as you suggested. I celebrated each step until now. All I do is just walk down, go straight to the water level up to the neck.
Okay,
'Cause I
that's very beautiful.
celebrated each step.
Yeah, it's good to celebrate ourselves when we achieve those small goals, because
Exactly.
you're telling your brain that you appreciate whatever you're doing. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
And each small goal, I find, each small goal turns into the bigger goal.
yeah, for
You
sure.
know,
Yeah,
mindset is everything. I get it. I get it.
cool. Yeah. So for me, closing, the real transformation comes from being honest with yourself and also transforming, just as Trent said, working from within. You have to change the person who is to be person who is becoming. So change your limiting beliefs. Don't compete with anyone. Try to be gentle, kind to yourself. Failure is not, it doesn't mean weakness. Failure is actually an information. It's telling you where you should improve. So when you sleep, just stand up, dust yourself off, and look at what are the lessons to learn. What can I improve myself? How can I improve from what made me, if you're looking at improving your diet and then you eat something unhealthy, it's just like understanding what situation made you go to the unhealthy food. Don't be harsh with yourself. So yeah, love and compassion.
Exactly. Having compassion with yourself is great. And I'll add to that. If you don't smash your goal today, think about it. There's always tomorrow. So
Yeah,
try
that
not to
is
be
also
so hard
true.
on yourself.
Yeah. And focus on the moment. It's not like you know the worries of tomorrow, starting to wondering how am I going to do it tomorrow? What if tomorrow that I don't do this? Focus to what you can do now and do it with whatever you can do the best to accomplish your goal. Life happens.
That's it.
Life happens.
Just life happens. Just like we came in and the mute button was on. Life happened, but
Life
you know,
happens. Yeah.
but it's all good. It's definitely all good. Definitely all good. We got off to a slow start this morning, but everything's okay. Catherine she gets antsy when things don't work the way they should, but it's live stream. Everything's fine. Everything is good. Everything is good. We just
I
got to
am
roll
so,
with the punches. We got to roll with the punches because it's live streaming and live TV. But all is well. All is well. All is well. You're looking very beautiful.
thank you. It's
Good
New
stuff.
Year.
It's a new year. A new year. So that
Yeah.
antsy. So we're gonna work on that, right? No, I'm
Yeah.
just joking. I'm joking.
It's, yeah, it's New Year.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Good. Everything been good. Everything holiday was good.
Yeah, it was good for me. What
That's
about
good.
you?
Peaceful.
Beautiful.
Peaceful, peaceful, quiet, and it was good. It was good.
That's
I
beautiful.
spent it the way that I wanted to spend it. Very peaceful, very calming, and ready to tackle the new year. So everything's good. Therapy's going well. I got about 3 more weeks, and I'll be back to my schedule. So that shoulder's getting better.
Okay.
Everything's good. Everything's
That's
real good.
beautiful. That's beautiful.
Everything's good.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
Good,
Good to
good
good
stuff.
good to hear that. Good to hear that.
Exactly. As always, you can catch Catherine and I each and every Thursday when she's not fussing at me. Right here. I'm teasing Catherine. I'm giving her a hard time teasing. But it's all good. It's definitely all good. Hey, you know what? You know what a spicy woman gets Bill's a great man, right? You know that, right?
I beg your pardon?
A spicy woman builds a man into a greater man.
A
So
spicy one.
a spicy woman. Very
Okay.
and that's a compliment. That's a compliment.
I'm not okay. I'm not
That's a
saying
compliment.
anything.
No, we're good. No, we're good. We're good. We're good.
I'm
But
not saying anything.
you can catch Catherine and I each and every Thursday at the midi hour over in France and at the 5:30 a.m. hour here in the States. Each and every Thursday, right here, the Nutrition Edition featuring the lovely coach, nutritionist Catherine Getu. Hey, you know what? That reminds me.
Mm.
There's someone in the States trying to become a client. She sent you a message through TikTok. Her name is
Oh,
Gwendolyn.
okay.
So check your inbox. I
Okay.
got a call, and
Okay.
she's trying to reach out to you.
I'll do
So
that. Thank you for that.
she's a fan of the program, and she looking forward to hearing from you.
I'll check on that. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to her and thank you to you as well.
good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good
Definitely
stuff.
take
Good
that.
stuff. Good stuff. So tell our folks where they can find you, Catherine, because
Okay. Okay, first, thank you so much for tuning in, for listening and watching from wherever you are. I really appreciate your presence and your support. You can find me on YouTube. I have Cathrine Gidu. I also have foodandheal.com. That is my website where you can get posts, articles that are very great in helping you to understand how life and health happens, and also recipes. Find me in Instagram and also Facebook. I'm also in LinkedIn. And where else? And you can buy my books from Amazon. Type Cathrine Gebu and you're going to find me there. Otherwise, I'm here with Trent every Thursday, and I appreciate this place.
Good stuff. That's foodandheal.com. It's on the screen. Food, the letter N, heal.com.
Thank you.
Good stuff. As always, we'll see you guys next Thursday with another very informative topic from the lovely nutrition coach, Cathrine Gebu. So
thank you.
We'll definitely talk soon, folks.
And don't skip, don't quit.
Not at all.
Don't quit your resolutions. Next Friday it's coming. So
exactly. Until then, you guys be up.
Thank you.
Conversations with Trent in conjunction with Taylor Kennedy Media and your radio network would like to thank you for calling in and listening to tonight's episode. We hope that tonight's conversation offended you just enough to turn your mirror inward to come back for more. So until next week's conversation, be epic.